Warning! The following program is meant for entertainment purposes only and does not reflect the views and/or opinions of Confederation College or of this station and its management.
A local band hits the slopes and gets some wicked air.
Bartending is harder than it seems.
Cooking on a student budget gets a little easier.
Goblins brewing beer? Get out of town!
Running backwards sure makes me dizzy.
Snowmen. They don't know when to melt.
Trees are boring, but the images and music will soothe your soul.
This is chaos. Snowboarding. It's a board sport on snow, similar to skiing. It's become very popular in the last couple of years. Music. It's an art that involves organized and audible sound. Put the two together and you get an explosive mix. Here's AVS going board wild.
Cooking on a student budget gets harder and harder every year. Just the other day, I had to eat a whole box of frozen waffles, and my toaster was broken. Well, that's because I dropped it in the bathtub. Anyways, here's a cooking piece.
Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Jim.
And I am Elisa, and today we're going to be cooking chicken stir fry.
That's right. And we chose to do it with chicken and oriental noodles today. So we're going to start with our chicken. What I'll do is about medium-high heat, throw a pan on. You want it to preheat. A little bit of oil. We've already salt and peppered our chicken. That's all we're doing for seasonings. It'll take only about 5 minutes because we cut our chicken into smaller chunks, so it will cook faster. You know when your chicken's starting to cook is when it starts turning a nice golden brown color.
While Jim is cooking the chicken, I'm going to start sauteing my vegetables.
We're starting with the carrots and celery because they will take longer than your green pepper, mushroom, and green onion.
Okay, it looks like my celery is getting clear, so that means it's getting cooked. So can I have the rest of the vegetables?
Sure, certainly. The chicken here is starting to firm up. Another good indicator that it is starting to cook.
You want to throw the noodles now?
Sure, we probably could. There you go.
When the chicken is done, we're going to add the chicken in this pan so we don't have to use another dish.
Yes.
Let's messier that.
Yes, you always want to dirty the least amount of dishes as possible, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't like doing dishes.
Neither do I.
What do you think? Good time to
I
add the
think it's good
chicken? Okay. No more pink left, and that's mainly what you're looking for.
What we can also do is put the noodles in that pan, and that way we can get all the flavor of the oil and the chicken.
Yeah.
Nice. You can add the soy sauce now.
Here you are. Do you want to add it to the vegetables?
Yep. And you want to add this at the end because soy salt has a sugar content, and if you put it earlier, it's going to burn your pan. So you want that to happen. And because this is just about done,
as you can see, the noodles took all the flavor that was cooked into the pan. So
Yeah,
it's clean now.
there you have it. That's a fair portion for at least 2 people.
Very good portions, I'd say. All we need to do is plate it and eat it.
And that's it. Looks pretty good, I should say.
Looks great. Excellent. And there you have it, folks. Thank you for joining. I'm Jim.
And I'm Elisa.
One of Canada's favorite pastimes is getting completely smashed. Canadians have been getting smashed since we gained our independence in 1973. Also known as the disco era. Here's a piece about the trials and tribulations of a common bartender.
I've been a bartender at Roxy's for the past 1.5 years, and I've worked there for the past 4 years. A typical shift would have to be you come in, set up the bar, and then just wait for everyone to come, make sure everyone's in a good mood and ready to go. Alcohol's out and ready for a fast-paced night. The most difficult thing about being a bartender would have to be keeping your cool when people push you past the limit. Pushing you past the limit would have to be when people are waving their money over the bar or yelling to get your attention when clearly you're busy and you're doing the best you can. I'd have to say the most difficult clients are the ones who are really drunk and just don't maybe get out enough and don't understand that we're going to ignore them the more that they push us. If they keep pushing it and pushing it, then usually I think all bartenders are pretty much the same, just kind of cut them off and go to someone else first. I would have to say we deal with more non-difficult clients than difficult clients.
You're spilling it all over the place. I don't have to.
It would just have to be that the difficult ones stand out in your mind a lot more.
What's that? I said a Canadian. I said a Canadian.
Well, do you guys carry crisis cocktail either?
Wow, if I don't know how to make a drink and the other girls don't know how to make it either, because I'll ask them obviously, kind of make it up. And usually people don't notice, they just assume that you know what you're doing and they drink it. My favorite thing about my job would have to be my coworkers. We have a great time working together and I feel like it's really the staff that makes the bar.
Warning! The following program is meant for entertainment purposes only and does not reflect the views and/or opinions of Confederation College or of this station and its management.
Usually when you think of film, you think of big blockbuster explosion factories like Explosion Phase 3 and Petals of a Dying Rose. But lots of directors like to make something more meaningful with a deeper impact. The following is an example of just this. I hate snowmen. Ever since I was a child of 15, I've hated them with their snowy white bodies and full pouting lips. I loathe them with every inch of my soul. Here's a piece about a happy little snowman.
Oh, come on! Again? We just did this! It's over! Winter is over! There are flowers coming out! That's it! I'm out of here! I quit! Stupid winter. Wait a minute.
Warning, the following product is meant for entertainment purposes only, and is not to be construed as an endorsement of any service and/or product found therein.
Mountain Goblin beer. It's a beer produced by goblins, but it's made for you and me.
High up in the Araca Mountains, mountain goblins have been brewing the best tasting beer for 1,000 years. All day long they walk to and fro, working on that delicious beer, using only the freshest spring water and only the finest ingredients.
Bring in the snake!
It's good!
Mountain Goblin beer produced by goblins, but it's made for you and me.
Mountain Mountain Goblin beer.
It's cursed!
Hi, it's Jenna here in the Super Pet parking lot where I'm blocking up some traffic. We're about to go in and look at some interesting and unusual animals. So I'm here with Tammy in the bird section, and she's going to tell us a little bit about an African gray parrot. What kind of habitat, what kind of equipment would you need to set up a home for a bird like Silver?
They definitely need proper housing, and we have what's called a manor, which is wonderful because you never have to upgrade.
What else would you want to make sure you'd have in the manor for them to play with?
They definitely need a variety of toys and also at least 3 styles of perches just to promote good foot care.
So it builds up the muscles in their feet. So what type of person would you recommend getting a bird like this? Person has a lot of time? Are they low maintenance, high maintenance?
They are a low maintenance bird, but they do require a lot of time just because they are highly intelligent. So they would definitely need somebody who, they also bond for life. So once you bond with your bird, they don't really look at you as, you know, mommy or daddy or whatever. They look at you as you would be their mate.
Oh. So you're more their boyfriend than their mom.
That's the way they would definitely.
Okay, well, thank you, Tammy. So you heard it. They're one of the smartest birds. They can live probably as long, if not longer, than you can. So if you're in it for the long run, African gray parrot is probably a good pet for you. So I'm here with Nick in the small animals section, and Nick is going to tell us a little bit about ferrets today. So there's a lot of things you probably didn't realize about a ferret. How much does it take, or what do you need to start up a ferret's environment for it? What would you need?
Oh, well, to start off a ferret environment, you're definitely going to need a fairly good sized cage. Other than a cage, you're going to probably want a litter box, litter obviously, food dishes and a water bottle. Hammocks and other things that they can pretty much climb on and hang off of are pretty essential to starting off with buying a ferret.
Is there anything else interesting or unusual you want to tell us about a ferret? Anything that would make it a really great pet?
Yeah, well, again, with ferrets, you can bathe them. They are super playful. They are very smart. If you let them run around your house, you'll probably notice after a while that they will try and hoard things from you, like car keys, anything like that.
Okay, thank you, Nick. So Nick said it best. If you have a lot of time and you want an animal that gives you lots of attention and needs lots of attention, a ferret is a great animal for you to get. I'm here in the fish section with Kathy, who's going to tell us a little bit about how to set up a saltwater tank. What kind of equipment do you need to set up a saltwater tank?
With saltwater, you'd probably want to set up a larger tank, like a 50-gallon tank, as opposed to something small like a 10-gallon or a nano. The more water that you have in saltwater, a little easier it will be because it's more forgiving if you make mistakes.
The thing about saltwater tanks too is usually if something goes wrong, everything goes wrong, and everything will die if you make a mistake, not just one fish.
Well, that can happen. You're kind of out of luck. You'll have to start it up again. So since it's so much more expensive, you should really do a lot of reading and a lot of research and be on top of your water testing and don't overstock your tank.
So when we're going to talk about one fish in specifically, a saltwater fish, I'm sure many of you know, a clownfish, which is Nemo from Disney's Finding Nemo. So you guys have one clownfish in the store, right?
Yes.
And it's not for sale.
No.
And that is because
we can't catch them out of the tank.
So thank you, Kathy, for telling us all about the saltwater fish. So if you want to set up a saltwater tank, you should probably research it quite a bit first. There's lots of information out there. It's an expensive hobby, so you got to want to do it, like owning any other animal. A fish is lots of work, especially if it's saltwater. I'm back. That was awesome. I just bought a king snake, an African gray parrot, a clownfish, and a ferret. So I'm going to go home and play with them. For Chaos, I'm Jenna. Today, music can be as pleasing to the ears as it is to the eyes. Think I'm crazy? Well, I'm not. Here's some proof.
Warning! The following program is meant for entertainment purposes only and does not reflect the views and/or opinions of Confederation College or of this station and its management.
Well, over the course of the show, we've had some ups and some downs.
Lefts and rights.
Some norths and souths.
East and west.
Laughs and tears.
Highs and lows. This has been chaos.